How's levels? Levels are good. All right, cool. So, gonna do some real quick refactoring here. We are going to, I'm gonna convert all of these build.gradle files to build.gradle.kts files, essentially converting from Groovy to Kotlin to use in our file system. The main benefits are a lot of things become a lot easier to define. Also, I know a lot more I know how to write Kotlin a lot better than I know how to write Groovy. So in the long term, it should be a net benefit. In the short term, it's gonna have a cost, obviously. So just gonna do that real quick. So first, I'm gonna and this is a prime. This is actually like the step one to something else I want to do. So we're going to, or one thing I want to do starting now is I'm gonna start separating my project up into multiple modules. And the first step to that is to refactor how, or kind of update how the build system works. So Google services. So first, I'm defining a module called build source. So build source is a special keyword. You can find it in the documentation, but it's not all overall clear. But essentially, when you create a build source folder, Android Studio will understand that this is a folder that's meant for building for the build system, and it will automatically include it. It's kind of like a global thing. So all Gradle files will have access to everything in the build source, define the build source. And that is the perfect place for us to define our dependencies, which is what I'm doing right now. So Crashlytics. It's going to define a bunch of dependencies. So this is Hilt. Hilt, Android Gradle plugin. And this is Kotlin. And this is Kotlin Android extensions. So we're essentially gonna have to rewrite all of these dependencies. So this is navigation safe. I'm gonna use GP for Gradle plugin and AGP for anything else. Cool. And how to define these versions. Let's do that real quick. So first we have the Kotlin version. For anyone who is trying to, or who already use multiple modules for their Android project, I highly recommend doing this. It just makes everything so much easier down the line. Build version, and you don't have to do it in the same format as me, but this is what I like. So I've seen people, what they do is they create like two files, one for version numbers and another for dependencies. I think that's too complicated, so we're just gonna make one file for both. I'm not making an enterprise app, so it's okay. Kotlin version. And I'm gonna essentially define them right where they're used. So I'm gonna group them kind of like that. Okay. Cool. So we define them in our global libs file. Now watch, so we can now use them right here, even though this is a completely different like context, I guess, from where we defined it. We can now use them perfectly fine. So in the Kotlin world, sorry, in the Kotlin world, instead of class path space, its class path is actually a function. Oh, and then we need to like do like libs, right? Libs dot. What do we need? Then we Google Play, Google Services, services. Then we need Crashlytics. Oh, hello again. Firebase Crashlytics Radar. I should probably rename it so it's Firebase Crashlytics Radar. There goes cat. And then this is Hilt. Android Gradle plugin. Cool. I'm glad you worked that out. So we're gonna make these versions private. I don't think we need them anywhere else other than this file. If we need to make them public, we'll make them public again. Hilt here. I'm doing good. I had a productive day. Ran a lot of errands. And now I am just doing some more development for fun. Android extensions. How about you? How are you doing? Navigation safe. So that should solve those issues. Now for all projects, repositories, do we have to change anything here? Yes. So instead of this, we need to do equals. Nice, that's good to hear. Glad you're doing well. I think that is it. Oh no, this task is also wrong now. So I think we need to define it like this. Okay, cool. So we're done refactoring that file. Now the biggest problem is this build.gradle file. This is huge. And I can't think of a way to split this up into pieces. So I think we just have to kind of suck it up and just do it all in one go. Hopefully it's not too bad. Well, we'll see. So first we rename this from Gradle to Gradle.kts. This essentially just changes this from a Groovy file to a Groovy file to a Kotlin file. So now we're using Kotlin. I'm just gonna refer 1 second to my notes. I have some notes here on how to convert to this conversion. Okay, cool. So plugins is now defined as plugins like this. Each of these need to be defined in a special way now. So instead of essentially each of these, there's like a function called ID that we have to call. So instead of apply plugins, we just call ID on each of these plugins. Let's make a few more of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's enough. So this is play services, Crashlytics. Crashlytics is what we use to track crashes and errors in the app. CAPT stands for Kotlin, forgetting the name, Kotlin annotation processor something task. It processes Kotlin annotations. Navigation safe args is for the Android navigation component. When you send arguments from one activity to another, usually you have to send it unsafely as like a parcelable. So this library allows you to assign types and kind of makes it safe because it's done by the compiler, or not the compiler, but by the plugin instead of you by hand. Okay, cool. So we converted all the plugins. Next, we have to take a look at this Android block. To compile SDK, it's no longer called a version. It might be still called a version. Let's try it. In fact, yeah, no, this is fine. Okay. And then what else do we need to do? Namespace. I'm gonna just pull these up here. It's gonna be equals namespace. We have to get rid of all the single quotes and turn them into double quotes. I'm gonna delete the signing config stuff because I don't need it. I'll add it back if I ever need it again, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. I think I did it as a test. Okay, so next we have bundle. I don't think we need to change anything. This already looks good. Okay, so here we definitely need to add equal signs to everything. Signing config. I think we need, this is a, we can try equal signs. I don't remember if this is an equal or not. I don't have that information. Let's see. Maybe we can Google it real quick. Signing config, Gradle KTS. Example of declaring signing config. Oh, nice. Signing configs. Wait, is that what I deleted up there? Wait 1 second. Let me undo a bunch. Yeah, I did. Oh, so I deleted this, so we don't need this anymore. Cool. Build types. So we have release, debug. Okay, so instead of release, it's get by name release. Get by name release. And then this is get by name debug. Get by name. Yeah, can't type. Shrink resources. Weird, okay. Going to equal false, minify equals true. ProGuard files will be a function apparently. Some of these turn into functions, some of these turn into like actual like fields that you just have to assign. Kind of confusing. Just have to look at the documentation for most of these. Okay, name include. Oh, wait, exclude. We can't equal both, or we can't add equals to both of them because that means like this is, we're just overwriting the assignment. So this probably called it in a different way. Let me check my notes. How do I do this? Packaging. I don't have it in my notes. So let's do packaging options. Grado KTS. Does your PC have? I think I'm on 32 gigs. I can double check. Where is the RAM? Yeah, I'm on 32 gigs. Oops, wrong window. Okay, so build options. Sorry, wait, what was I looking at? Package options, right? Package no. What? Why did Google show me this file? Oh, it's not package options, it's packaging options. So it probably did exist. Yeah, it exists. Resources that excludes. Oh, that's how you write it now. Okay. Resources that exclude.